Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. If you haven't seen my video I posted last night, I'll put a link down below. Be sure to check it out. And today, I want to show you guys some things that I can't really explain. Things as well that may or may not, I should say, have anything to do with UFOs, but just a really strange occurrence that just happened in Seattle. But first, real quick, we have some breaking news regarding the black hole that was recently discovered, which is what my entire last video was about. If you haven't seen that, well, for the first time ever, we have an image of an actual black hole captured sitting in the middle of a galaxy. And while the breaking news today, it would seem that there may be another origin. The true origin of the black hole, it would appear, is actually coming from the tip of Snoop Dogg's blunt. Alright, that's a joke, but someone sent me this on Twitter, and I just found it so hilarious that I had to share it with you guys. And so, yeah, this may be the true source of the new imagery of the black hole that's been hitting the web over the past couple of days. And I have to say, the funny thing is I wouldn't be surprised if this was actually where it came from. So now let's get into some mysterious videos, some UFO sightings, things of that nature. The first of which was of this really strange, elongated shadow that was recorded being cast down on top of the cloud cover above Townsend, Massachusetts.
Do you see that? Look at that line. Stop.
Alright, so as you guys can see, whatever this is, whatever the shadow is, and whatever is casting it, it stretches all the way to the horizon, above the clouds, as if, and this is just what it looks like, something is sitting above the cloud cover, then casting a shadow down on top of the clouds with the sun behind it, and I just can't explain it. Either that, or something has just cut a perfectly straight line through the cloud cover, as if something was moving through it. But to me, it looks like a shadow in certain shots. But nonetheless, still strange. The guy who shot it thought it was very strange, and well, I will post the link to it down below, and you guys tell me what you think. Next, we have a UFO sighting of a triangular object seen in the night skies above San Antonio, Texas.
What the fuck? That's a fucking UFO.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, what is it? It's fucking hovering.
It's helicopters. What is that?
Okay.
I'm freaking the fuck right now. Oh my
That's a UFO.
God. Not a UFO.
Okay, what is it? It's hovering in the sky and one of the lights disappeared.
Okay, so, triangular formation of lights, multiple opinions in the video as to what it could be. The female definitely seems to think this is a legit unidentified object. The male voice at one point says it could be helicopters, although I don't hear any sound, and I don't think anyone else who is there heard any sound. You can hear a distinct sound of a helicopter or helicopters passing by, even in the distance, and there doesn't seem to be any other flashing lights, and at one point it just sits and hovers in the sky. Triangular lights or formations of triangular lights are very common, with many people believing these are craft from off-world or sightings of the infamous TR-3B or Black Manta, which is said to be a very secret government craft that was developed in the late 80s and that uses anti-gravity technology that is in turn possibly reverse engineered from alien technology. This again could be several objects sitting in formation. We just don't know, but very interesting sighting. San Antonio, Texas. Tell me what you guys think of this. Now, speaking of strange lights in the sky, here we have yet another capture of not necessarily an object Or, well, maybe it is. Maybe this is coming from an object of some sort, but another one of these massive glows seen emanating from the clouds, lighting up the night skies above Michigan. Now, as I said, and if you've been following the channel, you'll know that these things, again, are very common. They're very mysterious. It's one of the things I really can't explain. I can't even begin to come up with a theory as to what could be causing them. Sometimes these massive glowing lights are seen very low in the sky. Other times they've been recorded 30,000 feet up from planes who are actually flying above or next to these glowing lights that at times, well, many times, in fact, don't seem to be emanating from a certain or just one object. It's almost like the lights or the glowing is coming from nowhere, or at least no object can be seen where it would be emanating from in many cases. So, a really strange, massive purple light in the Michigan skies. If you guys can get any video or images or see something similar, be sure to send it in. My email is down below. And lastly today, speaking of this strange occurrence that happened in Seattle, that may or may not have to do with anything paranormal, but still, really strange story. After 26 power poles or power lines mysteriously and suddenly break and just topple, trapping cars underneath and more, with onlookers totally shocked at what they were seeing. So here's the news report from the Seattle Times here. It says, quote, more than 24 power poles that collapsed near the Museum of Flight on Friday underwent a full inspection 3 years ago and showed no signs or risks of mass failure. The electric company has no explanation about how the 26 wooden power poles that suddenly snapped out of nowhere were toppled at around 4 p.m. Friday. It was actually caught on video as well, causing this domino effect where not just one, but an entire row snapped. And leaving many questions which were even posed in the report here, such as why did the poles break only on the west side of the 6-lane road, but not on the east side? Why would so many topple together? And obviously, just what caused it? But one thing's for sure, it's really strange that you would have 26 suddenly come down. 26 sturdy, I mean, these power lines are sturdy. At least I thought they used to be. You can have 1, 2, 3, 4, heck, even 10, 15 poles come down. I can see that. But basically 30 power lines suddenly going down, snapping in half like twigs, as if there was some exponential force that suddenly snapped them like toothpicks, pulling them down, onlookers at a total loss for words, passing vehicles being caught up in the melee. Some are putting it up to maybe rotten wood. But would that explain all 30 poles? Could all 30 of these poles and more be simply suffering from rotten wood? Again, it's just a really strange story. So I will put the link to this down below. Anyone from Seattle, if you saw this or have heard about it, tell me your take on it. What do you think? Really, really crazy. So with that, I'm going to jump back off here. Again, thank you for stopping by. Check out the video I posted yesterday, the recently discovered black hole that may or may not have come from Snoop Dogg. And as always, stay tuned, stay safe, and I'll see you guys back in just a bit.